In September of 2021, Posey County Deputy Bryan Hicks nearly lost his life when he was shot while responding to a welfare check because of years of fighting, physical therapy, life adjustments, and so much more. Today, 3 years later, I'm honored to be joined by Deputy Hicks and his wife Tammy for an update. Thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, there's so much to talk about, but I want to start on this day because you guys like to refer to it as the alive anniversary, 3 years later. How are you guys doing, both of you? Because I know you're very involved in the physical therapy part of it, but Bryan, how are you doing today? How has physical therapy been for you?
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And Tammy, I know it's got to be an overwhelming amount of joy and pride when you see him progress through the years. How has it been for you?
Just to see him being able to be more independent and just get that self-confidence and that self-esteem, just to go out in the community without me and be successful, you know. So proud of him.
This is a lot of work that you've had to put in, Bryan.
Yes.
Did you think that you would be where you are today?
It's good, yeah.
I know, Tammy, you are so good at reading his emotions and probably knowing what he wants to say.
Sometimes when he's out in the community and people, you know, asking questions and it's like on the spot, he has more trouble with that aphasia and finding those words. But we went on a trip last weekend, and on the way back, he was able to ask our friends more questions, having more conversation, because he wasn't, you know, we had 8 hours to conversate.
Right.
So, you know.
It was more comfortable. It's in your element. When you look back on those pictures, did you think you'd be where you are at today with life? And, you know, we have this other piece of video that I do want to show of just a very normal task that I think we all take for granted. He was mowing the lawn. And this video you were a tad emotional about in the comments because what a blessing that is to see.
Just getting back to something that he loves to do. You know, he loves to be outdoors, and that was just one step, you know, to getting back to a normal.
And Bryan, I know you're playing with the dogs, you're doing yard work now, she put you back to work, basically. Yeah. You just said you're back at the range now, or Lawman Tactical, or talk about where you're at with actually shooting again.
Lawman Tactical, and shooting a gun.
He has an instructor that works with Lawman, helping him adapt the left hand to be able to shoot. Since we're not sure the future of the right arm, we went with the stronger arm, and let's start working with that.
We're bringing up video of a lot of community support because through the years, gosh, we are all aware of how the community rallied around you guys and all of the things that were able to happen because the communities outside of the tri-state area supported you both. What has that been like through the years? I'm sure you still feel that when you go out. I'm sure people recognize you and still thank you for what you've done.
It's really incredible. We were in Louisville not too long ago for a doctor's appointment, and we stopped in a store and we mentioned that we were from Posey County, and the guy waiting on us was like, "Oh, I lived in Evansville for like 30 years. He goes, "I know exactly where Posey County is." And he goes, "You look really familiar." And Bryan told him he was the policeman that was shot. And so it's like this man in Louisville recognized him. So it's just, I don't know, it's just really gotten further than just the tri-state.
Yeah, it extends outside of the tri-state for sure. But you guys are looking ahead right now to something that you called a bionic arm. What is that going to do for you, Bryan?
It's good, yes, yeah.
So actually, it's called My Own Movement, and we call it a bionic arm because it kind of looks like one, but what it does, it senses the movement that Bryan wants to make and completes that action. If he's going to grab for a cup or something, it will open his hand, and then it will sense that he wants to close his hand and does the action for him.
You guys mentioned a while back maybe wanting to create a nonprofit at some point, just because of your experience and everything that you've been through, Bryan. Is that still in the future, maybe in the works, in your minds at least, something that you'd like to do?
I don't know.
So we work a lot with Defending Heroes Project, and we have come in contact with a lot of police officers that are in Bryan's situation or similar situations that they don't have Bryan's drive. They just feel like they just want to quit. And so Bryan has reached out to some police officers and, you know, tried to help them. So I think he's more of a motivator than he realizes. And he has a hidden talent that he doesn't think he has.
He's like, oh, please.
I know, right? So, and I try to encourage that.
Yeah.
You know, so that might be something in his future also, if getting back on the department isn't a reality, but that's the main goal.
Absolutely.
AJ.
Oh, AJ. So we met a kid up in Green Bay this past week.
Okay.
And he's in a wheelchair, and him and Bryan just hit it off. They just have a connection like no other. We did a tour of Lambeau Field, and this two Packers fans got stuck with some Colts fans, and they just started a conversation.
You just hit it off.
Yep.
And so I'm like, Bryan, you were left on this earth to do something great.
And I think we can end it there, because that just wraps up everything that we know is going to continue. I know we're going to talk to you for years to come, but we are very excited to see what you guys end up doing with your story and your journey, because it's truly special, and I know the Tri-State appreciates everything that you've done and been through. So thank you both for being here with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.